Pakistan taking on Afghanistan. Once again, a similar game to today because it's Pakistan who have everything to play for. Afghanistan playing for pride, already eliminated from the tournament. So let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about the second game after that. Pakistan, Afghanistan, we just mentioned that they've got the momentum, they're upbeat, they've come after that New Zealand game, and they'll know that Afghanistan are never a formality, but if they keep playing the way they do, then it will be a formality.
Pakistan will be actually happy that they're playing in Leeds. So that's one thing, because on a slow turning track, how effective Afghanistan spinners can be. So if they get opportunity of bowling those 30-35 overs of spin, suddenly they're a completely different team, and they play these slow scoring matches well. So if whenever they're batting, they've pretty much approached their batting innings in that same fashion, where they go slow, they take time, they look to play the 50 overs. That's their approach, and hope that their hitters, which are Rashid and Nabi, come good. So even the previous match, Nabi got out on 0, Rashid got out on 0, and then they don't get that back-end power. So these are the only two players who actually provide some kind of power for them. Rahman Shah has been their backbone of batting, so that's been their formula. So they've played some decent last couple of matches. Created winning moments, winning opportunities for them, which they can take confidence from. So they will be looking to use the same kind of confidence against Pakistan, because they've come close to winning matches against Pakistan as well, particularly in Asia Cup. So that is something which they will look at the game from. Pakistan, as we know that they are looking a different side altogether right now. With the momentum with them, carrying that momentum forward and taking confidence from the things which have been coming together for them. So first batting came together with Haris Sohail scoring those runs. Then now bowling that early impact, Amir getting those wickets, and Shaheen Afridi bowling that good spell. So I think Pakistan would look at this match as, okay, let's just build on whatever we've created in the last couple of matches, the momentum, and take more confidence going forward. Make sure that we focus on the processes and not get complacent that they are playing Afghanistan.
I think Shaheen Afridi is sort of the Avishka Fernando of Pakistan. Sitting out initially, and then you're asking where was he all this time.
Absolutely. And look, I think the interesting thing is, I wonder what they'll do, because I see Afghanistan's game is very much bat first, get 250 and hope to restrict them, because I don't think they have the experience in their batting order to feel they can chase anything successfully over this thing. So my big thing is, I'm wondering, I don't think Pakistan will mind chasing as well, because they chased so well last time and they did so well, and it gives them, their bowlers, a first look at it. And bowlers with the quality that they have now. Mohammad Abid's come back again. Where was he for the last 2 years? What is it? Without a World Cup he can't bowl. I don't understand it. Shaheen Afridi is looking good. So they've got a good bowling attack. I think they'd like to have had a go at them. And what's the Leeds pitch like? Is it much better than faster?
Used to be decent for bowling, but now I think the first match which they played there was a high scoring match there. So, but it won't be a turner.
It won't be Southampton. I mean, geographically, it's about as far from Southampton as you can get in that small country.
Rashid Khan will not think he's got a lottery ticket. It won't be that kind of.
Up north, usually you get some movements, and then pitches are usually bowling friendly. But the weather has been good in the last week, so that's something should play a part, as it always does in England.
But trust me, if you can see sun in Durham, it means the weather is really good.
Yeah,
I don't think they know what that is in those parts.
I know, we saw so much sun today, unbelievable.
Also, another name we haven't mentioned, but always a class act and delivering, is Babar Azam. He's not only looked good, but he's delivered, and this is the business end of the tournament.
That 100 against New Zealand will go a long way for him in this tournament. Before the tournament also, everyone has been talking about him, that one guy to look for from the Pakistan team was certainly Babar, and he has lived up to the expectations. And Haris Sohail has come very good, so that is another plus. You need two batsmen to come together so that you can have that impact, isn't it? Like we've seen that if only one batsman is carrying the innings through and through all the time, then it gets a bit one-sided and too much. You need partnerships happening. You've seen it with New Zealand as well. The fact that Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor had that impact in the middle overs and middle order. That's what sets that platform of winning matches.
But let's have a look at the squads, because do we think there could be possible changes? Let's take the Pakistan squad first, because there's going to be an interesting addition to the Afghanistan squad to talk about. We'll talk about that in a moment. They're looking good, they're looking settled, and once you've got Shaheen Afridi, I don't think you really want to touch the bowling. I mean, is there much to talk about in this?
I think that screen presence for this squad should be 2 seconds. That's how that meeting is going to go in terms of playing 11.
Gone.
Gone.
It's gone.
In Pakistan think tank, they'll just say, okay, fine, things are going good. Let's just go with the same playing 11, unless there is some forced change.
Yeah, obviously, unless there's an injury. That's what you really want as a team. You know you've got a 15-member squad. Everyone deserves a place in the 11. That's why they're there. But if you've got the set 11, keep going with it. Now there's an issue with Afghanistan. We've already had problems with Mohammad Shahzad. We've had captaincy problems with Asghar Afghan. Now we've got another problem. With disciplinary reasons, one of their players has been replaced. Aftab Alam has been replaced. So there's a new member, more problems for Afghanistan, and that's a new name in the squad. Syed Shirzad comes in there to replace him. He didn't bowl too badly, but disciplinary issues, he has been replaced. Talk about problems for
There's
Afghanistan.
a lot going on there. You can make out, it's like right now Afghanistan looks like a duck. Everything seems okay on the top, but there's some pedaling furiously under the water. You can make out the duck is moving the feet furiously. I don't know what is going on and how, it's really sad because, administration now, you have 2-3 iconic players around the country and you might not get such a good crop of players. It doesn't come up all the time that you have Mujib, Rashid, Nabi, all have come up and they're all good together at the same time. And if the administration throws this away in trying to throw the book at the players, I think it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and they've been dealing with this issue right throughout the World Cup. Discipline, yes, there has to be something for them to take the action. But I think there is more to it than what meets the eye. So let's see. But for Afghanistan, that doesn't mean the playing 11 is going to change. They'll still go with the same playing 11. Aftab was not part of the previous match, right?
No, because he had made way for Daulat Zadran, who came back in.
Yeah.
So it'll be the same playing 11 for both the teams going into tomorrow's match.